Hey everybody, it's your girl Jazzy here. It is Thursday. We are about to tape our next show. I'm so excited, so excited. I always have such an amazing time taping these shows. So co-hosts, go ahead and start coming on in. Hi everybody. Hey Lovejoy. Hey babe, PJ, what's up? So everybody go ahead and start coming on. I logged on a little early as I always do, because y'all know I just be tripping with trying to connect with this live Instagram. So come on everybody. Hey co-host. Hey everybody. Come on in. I am waiting for my guest to log on. Let's pray that I can log on today right. Okay? Because I'll be having a time logging on this thing. But I am so excited. Facebook is now going to have Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline starting at the very end of July. Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline will be moving to Facebook. I am going to try that for maybe 6 months to a year and see how it goes. I've been asked to go on Facebook. So Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline will be going to Facebook. Yes, I'm excited too. So excited in it because I want to give that a try for that other audience that does not come on my Instagram. So I'm waiting for my guest to log on and put my glasses on. Honey, that will help me see her much better. She could already be on there and I don't see her. Because, yes, that's much better. My eyes. Hey, everybody. Go ahead and log on. This is going to be a great show today. I'm so excited about my guest. When she logs on, I will go ahead and introduce her and let you guys know what she's played on. Some of you might know her. Some of you might not. And we'll get to know her. But she has played and starred on some big shows, some great shows this year, and I'm just happy to interview her. I'm excited. So Miss Christopher, if you are watching, I need you to log on. Let's see. Send invite to Chantell. Yeah, it's always tripping. All right. Chantell, if you could log on. Trying to type her name in, but I don't see her logged on yet. Miss Christopher, I need you to log on. I know she said she was waiting to log on. So it's not me this time, y'all. But I might have to log off and give her some direction because she's not an Instagram person. But you don't want to miss this interview. This is going to be hot, really hot. All right, so I guess I'm going to have to, I'm trying to send her.
Okay, send.
Yes, there it is. All right, so I'm sending her an invite. And if she can't get it this way, then I'll log off, give her some directions. And then log back on. But hopefully she'll get it. Hey, great. Okay, so I sent you an invite. All right, Miss Christopher, I just sent you an invite. Connecting. Hey, oh, you're sideways.
So put it other way?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, sexy. How you doing?
I am good. Oh, you look so pretty.
I'm trying. I'm trying to keep it together. How are you?
I'm good. So let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Oh,
We're gonna make it do what it do.
okay. Okay, everybody. So let me introduce her real quick. For those of you that don't know her, most of you should know her. Her name is Chantell Christopher. She has played on Stranger Things with my mentor, Tony Bond.
Oh.
Also Queen Sugar, House of Pain, which she was hilarious. She also does comedy, so she's not just theatrical. She's Daddy's Little Girl. You can watch that. You'll see Chantell Christopher. Medea Goes to Jail stage play. She was hilarious. I wanted to kill her, but that's just great acting.
Thank you.
And then A Woman's Worth is where I met you, where I played your understudy as Cammie.
Right.
With Miss Chrissy Beth in California.
Yes.
I just love you. Thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for the invite.
This show has been doing some great things. It started out maybe 2 years ago. This is our third year where I used to have a live audience. And now I'm doing most of my guests live on Instagram because most of them are in Los Angeles and New York.
Okay.
But I wanted to definitely pull you in because you are doing some big things. You also played in the movie with TLC, right?
Yeah, I played T-Boss's mom, Crazy Sexy Cool.
Yeah. So, guys, this is Chantell Christopher. For those just logging on, if you have questions for her, please save them to the very end. Maybe she'll take a couple. All right. So, Chantell, what attracted you to begin a career as an actor? Like, what made you say, oh, I think I want to do this?
You know, when I was little, I used to watch Good Times. Okay. And Thelma was on Good Times, and my mom's name is Thelma. Oh. So I associated the two together, and it was like, wow, I love my mom, Thelma, and I love Thelma on Good Times. And I said, and I like the way she talked to JJ, so I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to act like her.
Exactly.
So it was, that's what started me in it. And then my mother also saw that I had a love for it. So she kind of started catering to it, started getting me in church plays, and then into the local theater. So she always kind of sort of pushed me along in it, but she never said go out and just do it.
Okay. And thank you. I see producer director Chrissy Bett just joined us.
Hey, Chrissy.
All right. So also, what has been your greatest accomplishment as an actor?
You know, I haven't did it yet. I've been preparing for it.
It's
like, you know, like just like when you meet that right man, your husband, you know.
Hey.
Yeah, well, I don't know that yet. I'm still out here looking. So once you get that right relationship, you know. But one thing I do love about God is God is preparing me.
You better say it.
It's just like when I was an intern at the Alliance Theater, I was being prepared for the time that I got with Tyler, and the actor quit 10 minutes before the show, and I had to go on stage, never seeing the play, never seeing the script, nothing. And that was Medea's class reunion. So if you ever wonder why my skirt was so short, it wasn't my skirt. Okay.
So what happened? Tell the beginning of that.
Well, see what happened. Tyler called me in LA and he said, I need you to come out here because my actor's not working out for me. And I was like, well, okay. I said, well, can you just fax me the script and let me look over? He said, we'll figure it out when you get here. So that's him. So when I got to LA and I sat in the car, when I got in the van, the thing is, you never put me in the van with the group because somebody going home. And I remember Tamala Mann saying, somebody going home. Chantell here. I said, girl, stop. Nothing. But somebody else told the young lady that who I was, And she quit 10 minutes before the show. She said, well, if you're going to replace me, you figure it out on your own. And she left.
Yeah.
So I was in the audience with my script, my highlighter, everything. And they said, Tyler want to see you. I said, well, can't you wait till the intermission? They said, no, he need to see you now. So I walked in there and he said, guess what? That girl didn't quit. Then I started to laugh. He started to laugh. I said, so what you want to do? He said, I need you to go up. I said, well, one monkey don't stop no show.
That's right.
And I said, and Chris was the stage manager. So Chris Locklear, and I knew everything was going to be okay. We had our cues because we worked at the Alliance Theater together. He gave me my cues. He told me my viewpoints. He said, go. When you come back, I'll connect it. So what was it? At the Alliance Theater, I went on for Liz Amalami for Amen Corner.
Yes.
And I had about 1 hour notice, and then I had 10 minutes to get on stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's theater though. And we'll get to that question because I want to ask you something about that television and theater towards the end. So I need to know, how did you book Queen Sugar? Can you tell us about that?
It's God. You know, when it first came out, that first episode of Queen Sugar, I emailed my agent and said, I want on. Get me on. And my agent sent me a note back. She said, Chantell, they film in Louisiana. They do this. And I said, I don't care. I will do whatever.
I know that's right. Me too.
Yes. So for 3 years, I was auditioning. And when I booked it, but now listen to this. My scene got cut.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, but you know how it is when you're sitting there. I sent messages out. I told Key Lolo, Roro, Ray, everybody. And the thing I love is I have true friends because they was like, we support you, girl. We support you. But I'm sitting in my house going like, y'all left something out. And Jacqueline, the scene I did with Ralph Angel, you know, as an actor, when you give me something, I give it back.
Right.
That's how you create it. And we know Ralph Angel's role is kind of rigid and all. So he came at me, I came right back.
Right, of course.
Oh, we was toe to toe. And the director came to me and she said, that was nice, but can you pull back a little bit? She was saying, Ralph Angel is the star, not you. And I was like, okay. But it got cut, but it was, because matter of fact, when we ended the scene, Ralph Angel, Kobe, he said, oh, okay, so it's going to be like that? I said, you give it, you get it back.
Right, but that's what we known to do.
That's what we known to do.
Because we draw on the other actor. I do. Like, I need an actor to give it to me so I can give it back. Because if you're not giving me anything to work with, then it's harder for me to pull from somewhere.
It is. I got it.
Well, I'm glad you gave it. Did you at least get a copy of it?
Girl, no. Where they do that at?
I wish they would have, because I know you gave it. I know you brought it, Chris. I know you brought it, Chantell.
Oh, God. It was just, even remember the lines. I said, well, I hope his mama have a better hat on him than you do. And I went on about my business. But it was, Jacqueline, it was like one of the greatest experiences of my life.
Now, why was that?
We know Ava DuVay, she does different directors.
Yeah.
And every director has their own thing.
Yes.
And every piece it's so hard to describe. It's just love. It's harmony. It reminded me about being back in college.
Oh.
I never had to learn lines in college.
Okay.
Because we were ensemble.
Uh-huh.
When you gave a beat, I gave it back. We moved it on. We made it happen. We made it just happen.
Right.
And that set is so, I don't know. I think Jesus lives there. I really do.
On that set.
He must live.
I think that is It's something different. I love it. I
It
think
is.
it's something different
It is.
about Queen Sugar.
It
And
is.
I hope that they do super well because I really like it.
Yeah.
I really like it. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how was it working on Medea Goes to Jail. Was your audition process, well, I was going to ask you, was your audition process with Tyler difficult, but you've already been with him several times before.
You
So
said
now,
audition. You know what it was? This your role. Come get it.
right, because when you
Tyler
just said
doesn't.
the other thing, yeah.
No, he just he volunteers. He'll just say, well, no, let me take that back. We have a relationship.
Right.
You know, we started when before everybody knew he was Tyler Perry.
Right.
So we just have I never forget one time I wanted to go to Hollywood. And I said, I'm going to go and try doing LA and all these good things. And Tyler said to me, girl, you better come get this role, this guaranteed check. You better come out here and do this and call that a day. LA will be there. Girl, I was so shocked. I said, but are you stopping me from being the artist? She said, no, I'm stopping you. I'm not stopping you from that. I'm making sure you get a check.
Right.
You don't
come get this check right now.
You don't know what LA holds. And let me tell you, LA is not nice. And I so appreciate, because when I got out there, I was like, call me, Tyler, call me. Call me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you have a relationship with him because that's a good thing because like he said, you can always have that because he's going to always be doing things. And like you said, once they get to know you, you won't have to audition. Actress Mari Morrow was on here 2 weeks ago, last week or the week before. And she was saying the same thing. Well, hers was a little different, which I love. Everybody loved what she said as well, because it's like at the point she's at now, married and with children, she just doesn't want to audition anymore. But she wants, like, Tyler, she knows Bentley Evans.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Bentley from Jamie Foxx and Martin Lawrence, and he created those shows.
Right.
So, yeah, you want those people in your corner. So sometimes you don't have to do all that auditioning. I'm tired of auditioning.
Well, one thing happened. One day I auditioned for Tyler one week, and I knew people in there, so I was finding out who he cast. Right. But then the next week, my agent called me and said, you book House of Pain. I said, how the world I book House of Pain? They already taped my episode. She said, you want it? I said, yeah, I want it. I go. So I went, and I never forget, Cassie, I know everybody who was sitting there talking. And Cassie said, well, girl, good. It's good to see you. I said, but Cassie, why am I always second? I said, this was not my role. This was somebody else's role. And something happened. And Cassie said something to me that has always been with me. She said Jesus was second.
I was just going to say, she had to minister to you right there, I'm sure.
I said, okay, all right.
That's
she
it.
Said, you good? She said, you need to understand, a lot of people are on somebody's mind that they will call out. And she said, this is not your, let me get my life together. She said, this is not your first time. And after I did the scene, the director came up to me and said, Tyler wanted me to tell you, thank you for always having his back.
Oh, see, yeah. That's it right there.
That's it.
When you have somebody back, I mean, that's it. He's going to remember you. You're always there for him. So that's God for sure.
Speak that. That's truth.
That's it. That's God. And guys, I know you guys hear her say, those actors that are watching, I'm talking to y'all for a moment. Well, this can work with any entertainer. Chantell just said that it took her 3 years of auditioning for Queen Sugar. I hope you guys hear that, because a lot of you ask me a lot of times, you still auditioning? You haven't got it yet? This, that, or you haven't gotten this big one yet? Or you got cut out of this or cut out of that? that's just the entertainment industry, life of an actor. That's just what it is. So you got to be patient because good things will come to you as long as you're working towards it.
Yep.
Chantell also has an agent. So some people might have an agent, some people might have a manager, but she has an agent. Do you also have a manager or you just with an agent?
No, girl, that's LA. LA,
Okay.
In LA, I had a manager. I never had an agent in LA.
Yeah, because you don't have to. You can have either or.
Yeah, but
when I was there, I had a manager for a while. CO, what is it, Conference of General Managers? One of those managers, and then I ended up having an agency out there afterwards. But if I would have had one, I don't need the other. I don't think.
Well, you know, I used to work for Lisa Ray, and when I used to do, she had an agent and a manager. And we had a couple of conversations like, why do we still have the manager? I said, Lisa Ray, most of the stuff you getting yourself. I don't like writing checks to people who ain't doing nothing.
Right.
But it's the business. And we were just like, I said, well, you need to have a conversation.
Right.
I'd rather this check go somewhere else.
Right. Okay? Now we have a manager just said something. I'm gonna get your questions at the end. I like what you said, but she's not saying managers are no good. She's just saying she didn't need a manager here in Atlanta.
No, I don't.
She was saying she didn't need one. Some people might think you do, but for Chantell, she didn't need one. That's what she's saying for her.
Oh, but how about this, Jacqueline? When you're just starting out in the business, I think a manager is the way to go.
Okay.
Like for some people who can't get a union agent,
right?
Get a manager who's able to get you union audition.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's a time and a place and what they can do.
Exactly. All right. So we will answer those questions. I promise you, as soon as we're done here. Are you satisfied with the roles that you've booked? Is there something that you would love to do, like some role that you would love to play? That you have not played yet, like you've been watching something besides Queen Sugar. And there's a role that you said, oh, I think I want to play on that, and that's a role I would like to do. Is there anything?
Just to be honest, because we know the business is, one, you're not guaranteed a job.
Right.
Number two, YouTube is blowing up.
Yes.
I would really like to create or do a development with a couple of my students. I have two students out in Los Angeles. Storm Reed, she played on Oprah Winfrey's, what is that? Oh gosh. Storm Reed.
I think I heard of Storm. Was she on
the Disney thing that Ava was directing? Oh, Storm, if you,
okay. I think Tony Vaughn told me about her because she's a young girl. Is she
very young?
Yep, that's her. Okay.
That's her. And Kyla Drew.
Okay.
And I have a student that helps me with my auditions at home.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm sorry for moving around, but I'm getting it together. I have a student who helps me with my auditions. Her name is Angel.
Okay.
Angel is lethal because it's like I'm playing with myself. Because when we do auditions, and you take several takes, and I said, Angel, which one you like? She said, I like the last one. I said, that one was not good. The second one was better. She said, listen to it again. And I'm like, okay. So when she leave and I go back through it, I was like, you're right. It's the second one. And one time she didn't come look. I said, Angel, come over here and look. She said, I don't. Yes. So that was the thing. I was like, okay, I want to work with people who I've already taught. So we go toe to toe. That's something I'm thinking about, maybe creating a show that that I could do with my own students. Do it on YouTube.
On
Hey.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I love YouTube. And that was a conversation I had with somebody today, because Jazzy Talk used to be on YouTube. That's where we started first. So I got to get the hang of that YouTube thing. This is the third year. So the first year we actually was on YouTube, but it was just so hard. I was figuring it out. So we'll talk about that.
That's it. It's a method to the madness.
Yes. Please explain the difference. Now I want to get to this theatrical. Please explain the difference in working on television and film, and then working on a stage play for those actors that think they can go in the audition the same way.
Oh, girl, bye. Let me, excuse me. Look, even my camera's shaking.
Right. Please explain that to help, some people out.
Okay, one of the things I did, I never get my first, second, or third audition in film once I had got off stage. I never forget, the director said, "Can you take it down to 1?" I said, "To a 1? What the heck is that?" He said, "I see most of your resume is stage. It's different. You don't have to do all this for the camera. You're not talking to 10,000 people."
Amen.
Really talking to 1. He said, "Take it down to a 1 and just talk to me." And it's something I had to learn, and I still have to work on.
Yeah.
Because it could be too big. So it's a difference between big for stage and then film is just like this.
Yeah. Yeah, because you do a lot of stage with Tyler Perry, and then you do a lot of television as well. But it's so good that you know the difference, and you're you're letting people know too. I got to bring that down, because I have another friend does a lot of plays, and she went in on her first audition a while back, and she was telling me the same thing. She was like, she called me. She said, "They told me to go take that back out the door."
Oh my God!
Then she said she wanted to pick her face up. Went outside, wanted to pick her face up off the ground and put it back on. She said, "They said you can go back out, take that outside, then come back in."
With that, they can't. They
can't
do nothing with it.
Totally loud and big and all that. But when you're on television, you're just regular.
You're right.
All right. So Chantell, we know that you teach acting as well. You have an acting school. You've had it for years, right?
I have. It's going on. Matter of fact, it was 10 years last year.
Yeah, congratulations on that, because you are such a great teacher as well. And that came, I believe, also from stage as well as acting, because Rodney Perry and I was talking about that last week. When I talked to him, he was trying to tell everybody that even though he's a comedian, he had to take acting classes, because that made him even better. And now he's played on some of everything. So you have to have that training. So with Chantell, what kind of students do you look forward to working with?
Students with passion, students who know what it means to be. To be. It's when I teach my acting classes, I have 10 things that I'm gonna do. I don't know which one I'm gonna do, because I'm open to the Holy Spirit for the direction that He's going to give me. The key thing is, acting is my heartbeat, and if you can't act, if your acting is offbeat, I'm sitting there with 18 cuss words on my tongue. Like, what are you doing? I can't breathe, because you don't understand the beat, the moment. And listening, you have to listen and find that moment in you. Something that I learned out in LA was, I love this teacher, because she would say, "Rewrite the script in your words." And I said, what do you mean? She said, "Take the script and say what you would say, but I need you to say their words." That's a technique that I had to learn. Right. And one thing, I don't know how you feel about it, but in Los Angeles, after you paid your rent, after you got some gas and some food in your car, you pay for acting classes.
Yes.
They don't invest in acting classes here.
Exactly.
They do not understand that is how you learn the game.
Yes.
Oh, so you know exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, yes. I know exactly what you're saying. I was with a casting director once, and we were sitting in a room, and she asked, my husband went with me that time too. We were here in Atlanta. She said, raise your hand if you've met me before. Some of them raised their hand, you know, those that have. And then she said, raise your hand if you want to be an actor or a director. She was just talking to different people.
Right.
Then she said, raise your hand if you've ever taken acting classes. I think it was only like 4 of us out of the whole entire room.
Thank you.
I couldn't believe it, because you want to be an actor, but you've never taken classes.
You can't. That's the thing about Atlanta actors and
Yeah.
LA actors.
Yeah.
It's an experience. Yeah, and I tend to know that some of the classes I went to in Atlanta, they lie. Oh, that was wonderful. I said, what the hell did you watch? That was a hot mess. I was sitting and be like, baby, do you even know your motivation? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to the camera? Wrong. I was like, oh God. So it's yeah.
Yeah, it's a different ball game.
Thank
It really is. And we just need a lot. I want to talk to some casting directors next. Hopefully you guys will hit me up. I'm sure you will, because I have 2 from LA that I'm going back and forth with. I'm trying to get them in July or August. Would be good for me, because we just need to, first of all, the acting coaches, I need to get some of them as well, because you got some acting coaches that are saying they got to beat an actor down in order to get them to where they need to be. And a lot of that is very disrespectful.
Very.
You don't have to, if you're watching and this right now, and you've been in an acting class that has been abusive, whether it's language abusive, cursed at, or just yelled at, like you got to really, it don't take all that. You don't have to do that.
No.
So there are other acting classes out there. You don't have to be yelled at or verbally abused in order to get the scene out. It don't take all of that. So a lot of things I'm moving towards, because the reason I have this show is to help others. I want everybody to get the help that they need. And a lot of things are going on that's not being talked about. So this is good, because you're right. Guys, Chantell has a class. So y'all that want to be actors that are not taking any classes, please message her, and she will give you the schedule and everything.
Oh, no, we do online classes now. We do online.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because you have to pay for a space. You got to do all this stuff. Now you do it online. We do it online.
Well, that's even better, because I know a lot of things are all the way down in Atlanta when we over here on the south side.
All right now. Well,
so we need that. That works really good for us.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So any of you have any questions? I know you guys were saying some things. I had a manager on, which I've been getting pretty cool with live. You've been watching all my shows. Thank